The best time to post a New Year's video is usually very early in January. We're a little bit past that at this point, so right now is going to have to do. 2023 was a good year overall, and before I get into specific goals for the year, on the whole I'm pretty happy with where the channel is. It's continued to grow, I've been reasonably consistent with videos, and there continues to be great discussion in the comments section. On the hardware side, I finally got a mic arm, which has made audio recording much easier, and I got a ring light, which has helped enormously with getting proper lighting for video shots. But I did set some specific goals for 2023, so let's take a look back at those. While I am happy with the channel overall, there is a bit of a common theme with the goals, and that theme is, much like when I was in school, is that I can't seem to get anything done on time. One goal was to get 20 or so videos for the year, and that was definitely a miss. I'm honestly not too bummed about that though. Most importantly, I was a lot more consistent than in 2022, and looking at the videos I did put out, I am pretty happy with them overall. Although I do wish that the one two-parter about combat systems was released as a single video, as I think that would alleviate a lot of people's confusion about the first part on its own, since it seems like I'm just slagging Magic the Gathering for no reason particularly. Overall, it seems like I got a good mix of the different things that the channel was trying to focus on, and while I do wish I got a more full-length how to play and game reviews, a lot of that effort got directed towards the Mirror World series instead, which I did really enjoy and I think worked out quite well. Another goal I had was to commission some art for the channel. This is definitely a gradual goal, and I'm going to have to get a lot better at getting out and commissioning art in general if I want to carry forward with my game projects. But I'm going to count this goal as technically completed since I did send out for a commission before the end of the year. Another goal was to do a live stream, which happened just recently, and it was probably okay. I can't say that it was great, but it also wasn't a disaster, so I'm counting that as a win. I really appreciate everybody who turned out and put up with the long and awkward pauses throughout it. Being able to be interesting on stream is definitely something that I would like to work at improving. While there is plenty to improve here, the chat interaction was even better than I was expecting, and it really made the whole thing worthwhile. There is definitely an interesting game that came out at the end of it that I'm really interested in continuing to explore. I will be taking some marks off here since it technically wasn't finished in 2023, but even so, I'm giving myself a check mark for this one. My final goal for 2023 was to actually release a game, and there's no getting around this one, this was a flat miss. The game is actually technically all ready for release, but I still haven't pulled the trigger on it. More on this later on. Overall, if we're assigning this a point grade, that's 250 points out of 400, for an average final grade of 62.5%. That's not great. But even though I didn't hit all of the goals I set, overall I'm still reasonably happy with where the channel has gone in 2023. But for 2024, I do really want to aim for 100% goal completion, so I'm keeping that in mind as I set these goals. Goal number 1 is 1 recorded video a month for 12 videos total. Ideally I'll be doing more than that, and this is really only a minimum, but this is going to give me a bit of flexibility. If I want to make longer videos, I can spend the time on them without worrying as much about hitting the video target. One part of this is that I really do want to review at least 3 TCGs this year. Longer how to play and review videos do take longer to make, and in 2023 the only game that I covered this way was Dragoborn. I'm already working on a video like this for the One Piece TCG, and I have a bunch of other TCGs, both new and old, sitting in a box just waiting for me to get to them. Given the number of new TCG releases, we're in something of a card game renaissance right now, so even if I can't play all of the games, I do at least want to try out a bunch of new ones and make videos for them. Goal number 2 is more live streams. The first one kind of worked out, and I would love to do more. Game design can definitely be done all on your own, but it can go in interesting and unexpected directions once you get a group working on it all at once. This is still a bit outside my comfort zone, but it was nice to be able to interact with viewers outside the comments section. I'm not going to turn into a dedicated streaming channel or anything, but I do want to do more going forward. I'm going to set a tentative goal of 2 more streams for this year, but like with videos, this is more of a minimum, and I'll definitely do more if they end up working out well and people are actually enjoying them. Goal number 3 is something a lot of people have probably not noticed, but I do want to answer my emails a lot more reliably. I have an email listed in my contact info on the channel, and I have been frankly terrible at answering it. Some I'll take weeks to respond to, and others go for so long I don't bother responding to them at all. This is a reasonably minor goal, but I will be checking the email once a week and properly responding to every message. That might just be me saying, "I can't help with your game project, sorry," but at least I'll be sending an answer. If you have sent an email to me in the past, I do honestly apologize for how lousy I have been with my inbox. Goal number 4 is the big one, and it is the carryover from 2023. That is releasing a game. As mentioned earlier, the game is technically ready. I just need to confirm printing and distribution options, create a promotional video, and actually finish the Kickstarter page. If the rest of my goals are pretty humble, that's because I really want to make this one specifically work. This isn't even a big game, it's actually quite small. It's more of a test bed to get ready for bigger and more ambitious projects. There's really no excuse for it taking this long to release, so this year I am going to make it happen, and hopefully get a solid start on the next game project. I believe it's important to have goals if you want to improve or get something done. As long as they're realistic, having targets and priorities can help stop you from falling into a rut and keep you moving forward. 2024 has had a great start so far, with the channel hitting 3,000 subs, and with the first live stream resulting in a pretty interesting game project. Outside of the channel, Wicross's English release is still alive, and we're finally about to get English playable Pomu and Selene cards from Niji Sanji. One Piece has been an unexpectedly fun game to get into, and I've been enjoying Khan's draft on Magic the Gathering Arena and Cyber Dragons in Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. Even if the rest of the world feels like a bit of a mess right now, let's hope that 2024 can be a great year for trading card games at the very least. As always, thank you so much to all of the viewers for sticking around. Having conversations with all of you about card design and card theory is honestly the best part of this channel, and there's a lot of great points raised in every comment section. I appreciate all of you and look forward to another great year for the channel. 2023 was a better year than 2022, so let's make 2024 even better than 2023.